I haven't got a flip. I have not got a clue. I have been doing World Cup streams, and I have not had a chance to have a look. So I will have a look now for you. But you are going to have to bear with me, I'm afraid, right now. Oh, my God. Okay. So I'll show you the image that I've just stumbled across as I'm searching for answers. That is the first thing that came up as I was looking for NXT information. Gigi. What'd she say? Hello, I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. I mean, it's fine, thank you. I'm all right. Oh, and Toxic Attraction is on NXT tonight. Okay, thanks. I mean, I already knew that because I watch anyway, and honestly, my car's extended warranty is absolutely fine, but thank you for checking. NXT, guess who's kicking off NXT tonight? It's the extended warranty woman. Yeah! Extended warranty. Right, who is the most must-see person on NXT? Booker T. Who will walk out as champ tonight? Let's go Wes Lee. Yeah, 73% agree. We've also got Kiana James taking on Ivy Nile. So cameras could not catch me. Let's turn this down. Oh, it's still so loud. Why is it so loud? What's going on? Oh, Scrypts not meant to be making noise. Next week you will see that you and I aren't the same. So tell me, who's first to play a little game? Sincerely, Scrypts. Who is Scrypts? Who are you? There is Indian's core. Oh yeah, there was this argument as well that was captured backstage between Indy and I think it was Roxanne Perez. I think it's that Elektra Lopez that captured the footage. Backstage looks like it sucks, doesn't it, in all fairness? Look at backstage. God, I thought they lived like kings and queens. Look at this. Right, it's just literally a curtain with like a rubbish table. Just a load of people standing around. If you think backstage is glamorous, think again. Boom! Kit Wilson. Right, okay. Well, there we go. I feel like I've seen everything I need to see. I feel like I've done my job and brought everyone up to speed. Little bit of lag. Hopefully that lag has gone. Hopefully that lag's gone. Let's get the chat on screen, see what people are chatting about, see what people are talking about. I still can't believe that Gigi was trying to sell me extended warranty. Here we go. Lagomania is running wild. Whoa. Lagomania. Greg said, Survivor Series prediction. Kevin Owens joins Bloodline and wins. They all turn on Sammy, and Cody returns to save Sammy to end the show. Greg, shout out to you. WWE AEW fan said, Wrestling Daze, I'm going to NXT. Have a fantastic time. I think going to NXT is something that every fan of WWE should try to do at least once. I did it, as I've said many times, when I went to Florida. I went to Tampa, went to an NXT house show. It was incredible. Genuinely one of the best live things I've ever been to. You can't get your head around how small it is. There's like 200 people in the room, and you're seeing like all these people you see on TV. And I can't figure out why they don't do bigger venues, because I'm sure people would come out. I'm sure they could do bigger venues than the ones they tend to do. But and I think eventually they might start doing bigger venues. So if ever you do get a chance to go to NXT, I'd really recommend it. I mean, even if you go to this, I mean, you can see on TV there aren't tons of people there. And a chunk of them are took up with Chase U students, but yeah. If I went to Florida, I would probably try to get tickets to NXT. I'd like to go into that crowd. So I'd try and get front row tickets, dress as green shirt guy, naturally. Big Time Back said, I don't know about you, but I've been away for Twitter, and I have to say it feels refreshing. I feel like a human being. How do you feel when you're away from socials? I'm never, well, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I go through phases where I like hammer my socials, like and really dig in and read all the notifications and like have a good look around on there. And I mean, you know, you can spend as long on there as you want, really. It seems like no time is really enough time because there's like so much to read, so much to do on there. And so it sometimes go through periods of that, and that can be very exhausting. And then sometimes, like at the moment, to be honest, I mean, right now I'm doing World Cup streams, I'm having something to eat, I'm setting up future streams, I'm doing Wrestling Escape Pod, I'm over here doing NXT, I'm just going from one stream to another. I do not have chance to go through like social media right now. I don't miss it. I mean, I suppose what I do miss is like reading people's like theories and people sending in their thoughts and just kind of seeing where the conversation is with certain things. I definitely do miss that. But in all fairness, trying to find the gold amongst like all the just waffle that's on social media. I mean, there's just so much stuff that's rubbish and just so much stuff that you just have to wade through that you have to like filter out and whatever. I kind of feel like sometimes it's just not worth it. Sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes like it's so much better to come on here and just get people's thoughts here, to be honest, rather than having to like go through a lot of the waffle that's on social media. So I don't miss it, is the truth. I don't miss it. But it's got its benefits. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and like lay into it and say that it's, you know, completely pointless. Clearly it's not. But yeah, I certainly don't miss it when I have to take that step away. So it's a good thing to do, actually. It's something that most people should try and do at some point. Take that step away. I've just sent you Romano's tweet. It's a long statement, so read it whenever. What's the gist? What's the general gist? Like Ronaldo. What, Glazers selling, sale soon. Glazers out, Glazers go in, sale soon. Something like that. Sale hopeful. Glazers go in, sale hopeful. Can you tell me, James, in 4 words, what that big statement says, please? In 4 words. Glazers go in, sale hopeful. Is it that? Have I just answered? Have I just done it? Please respond. Please respond, James. Please, James. Please respond. James. Thanks. Bret Hart, I said what I said. I had no idea that Gigi Dolan used to be married to Darby Allin. I had no idea that she was doing insurance. Glazers looking at option. I said 4 words, James. I said 4 words. Glazers looking at options to sell, but it's more in depth. I mean, I don't even know how many words that is. There's no way of knowing how many words that is, to be honest, James. Okay, I will read it, but I'll try and... I'll try and read it tonight. I'm really interested in that story because... for those that don't know, it seems like big changes at Man United. Alex says, I'm here for England versus USA. Did it start yet? Club up for sale. Oh, well, I knew that earlier, Jay. I already knew that, mate. I already knew that. Please try and give us some new up-to-date information, mate. Jesus. Club up for sale. Well, you did fulfill the brief, though. Well done. Well done. 4 words, James. I'm here for England, USA. Well, that is Friday. Come on down on Friday. We're partying. Yeah, partying. Whoa. It's going to be good. Looking forward to it. Is Bron Breakker on the show? No. No, Bron. Definitely 100% no Bron Breakker. You won't even see a backstage promo. Nothing to do with Bron Breakker on this week's show. Zero, zilch, nothing. You will not see him at all this week on NXT. The Rock is going to buy Moo. Would I be happy about that? No. I'll tell you why. Because I don't think The Rock has got the money needed, to be honest. I don't think The Rock's a billionaire. I believe him to be a multi-millionaire, but I don't think he's a billionaire. He could get into a consortium and then he could buy them with some other people, but nah. I'd rather someone buy, like Elon Musk that's got tons of money. I would like Elon Musk to buy them and then like fire everyone and verify all the players as long as they give him $8. Like that's what I want for Man United. That's the future of Man United I want. Man United blue. That's what I want. If you pay $8, we can all be players for Man United. That's how it works. As long as you pay your $8, then it's hard to know who's a player and who's not a player. Player. I'm a player. The Rock buys Daze. Listen, if The Rock can't afford Man United, he can't afford this channel, right? It's as simple as that. It's about time the Glazers were out, says Wes. Mosey, the wrestling god, said, I think it's Brazil. What? What are we talking about? The winners? Brazil. I've got that, yeah. Jim said, Rebecca Black is sending Daze a cease and desist for singing her song. Is she proud of that song or not anymore? I don't know if she likes it or not now. I'm sure she went through a period of trying to distance herself from it, and then I'm sure I read an article saying that she liked it again. I don't know if she likes it or not. I don't even know what she does now, actually. She's still a singer. I'm going to have a look. I've decided to look. Rebecca Black. Partying, yeah. How much money did Rebecca Black get from Friday? At the time, Friday earned her about 20,000. Certainly not bad for a teen superstar. How old is Rebecca Black? Did she write Friday? Friday is sung by her, but it was written by someone else. Yeah, I mean, a song that good, you can't expect her to have written it. She had doubts about the quality of the lyrics. Black assured her that she sang it as they wrote it. Okay. It reached #1 in the US Heat Seekers charts when it came out. Partying, yeah. Here we go. She's 25 now. She's still only 25. She has got 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube. 359 million views. I mean, respect. But on November 10th of 2022, that was 20 days ago, Black announced her first full-length album. Oh my God, 20 days ago, she announced her first full-length album, Let Her Burn, which is going to come out in early 2023. You know the question everyone's asking. You know what everyone's asking. Is Friday on that album? Because what's the point in her releasing an album if she's not going to put Friday on there? I mean, even if she wants to re-record a cooler version of it to put on, you know, like a more adult version. It's Friday, come on down. It's Friday, come on down. Friday. Like, I don't know, that was me trying to make it more adult. And, which if you're watching Rebecca Black, you can have that, mate. You can have that. I'm just saying you don't need to put on the version you recorded when you was 15. Yeah, you can put on the version now when you're 25. No information yet in regards to the album track, but that is going to come out early 2023. So for all you Rebecca Black fans out there, keep your eyes peeled. There is a sequel to Friday. It's called Saturday, and it's the best part of the video. It's where Jacelyn Glenn, it's a very brief Jacelyn Glenn cameo. It's Saturday, Saturday. God, that's hard to sing, in all fairness. It's harder than it looks, you know. It's very easy to take the mick out of Friday. It's harder than it looks. Saturday, Saturday, come on out, it's Saturday, party and party. That song, man, I don't know what it is about it. Love it. I'm going to have it played at my funeral. Alex said, I can't believe that CM Punk is suing AEW and taking 60% of the company and firing all the CEOs and Tony Khan. Have you seen that Kane might be injured? I haven't actually. What's the news on Harry Kane? Because he did have a little knock, didn't he? Kane, England. England concern as Harry Kane requires ankle scan. Oh dear, oh dear. England face an anxious wait on Harry Kane's fitness after deciding that the striker needs a scan on his ankle before the game against USA. Kane received treatment on his right ankle after being caught on a heavy tackle. 29 forward, who has got a long history of ankle issues, managed to last till the 75th minute. However, Kane, who is crucial to England winning the World Cup, was seen walking with a slight limp and wearing strapping on his ankle. Southgate will now hope that further tests indicate the Tottenham forward, who created 2 goals against Iran, sustained no serious damage. Oh. Well, I mean, look, if he is injured, then I'm not too concerned, as long as he's only missing a game or so. Definitely don't want him out of the World Cup. Defo don't need that. Don't need that negativity in my life. So he's going to have a scan tomorrow, apparently, so... FIFA face court action over the One Love armband. That's interesting. Right, Kane will be fine. He is the mayor of some US city. Why does he have ankles? They're just weaknesses, says Aubrey Edwards. Good point. We should get him. Maybe we should just get them removed. Maybe he should go straight from leg to foot and just not bother with ankle, because he does have a long history of ankle injuries. Bukayo Saka has more World Cup goals than Wayne Rooney, said Jim Howson. Stephanie said, I heard that Miro has been injured. Oh, my God. Why are all the good guys getting injured? First Harry Kane, now Miro. This is an absolute travesty. And he was supposed to replace Moxley, says Stephanie. What is your favourite WWE match, says WWE AEW fan. My favourite would be Undertaker versus Shawn. That's my favourite. Favourite of this year is probs Cody versus Seth. And I would go Cody versus Seth at WrestleMania. Come at me, bro. Come at me. I know loads of you out there be like, oh, but what about the one where his boob was purple? What about the one where he had the purple boob? And I'd be like, yeah, it was good, but I didn't enjoy it as much as the WrestleMania one. Yeah, the purple boob was interesting, right? Because normally his boob isn't purple; it's normally a different color, right? So, like, yeah, it's different. But I listen. Call me old-fashioned. I like normal color. I like human flesh-colored boob. Cody, that's my favorite of all the different versions of Cody. I like the human colored boobed version, so I go for that one. So I'm going to say the WrestleMania one, because the thing with the WrestleMania one is he comes back, and so you get that moment as well. Who's the opponent? It was a mystery opponent, And then you get that moment. Sick moment. Great moment. And then it leads to a great match as well. So lovely, lovely. My favourite was Roman versus Undertaker, says Stephanie. Mark says, nah, the WrestleMania match was amazing. 5-star match, I think, says Mark. Which Taker Shawn match? 25. 25 is better than 26. 26 is still amazing. And if 26 had been the only match we'd have got between those two, then we would still be talking about it as one of the greatest matches of all time. But 25, clear, overshadows it. No doubt. I've not seen many interesting matches, but I have seen some great storytelling, says Scrypts. Do you think Randy will turn on Riddle? Yes, I do. Breaking news, Vince McMahon is going to be the new owner of Manchester United, says Daniel Fox. Do you drink Lilt? No, do they still sell it? Do they still sell Lilt? I had it when I was young, not all the time, just once in a while. But isn't it like, God, I don't even know what's in it. I I want to say it must be like I don't even know what's in it. I would guess at lemonade is what something like lemonade, but it's got like a Caribbean kind of a vibe. Let's have a look. Lilt. What the hell is in it? Pineapple and grapefruit. Inspired by the flavors of the Caribbean, Lilt is a sparkling soft drink that contains real pineapple and grapefruit juice for a totally tropical taste. Do you know what? I have not had that since I was young, and I seriously can't remember what it actually tastes like. In my mind, it's like a lemonade type thing. But it's pineapple and grapefruit. I mean, close enough in it, really. Basically lemonade. Made by the same people that are probably more famous for making Coca-Cola. So, made by the exact same people. So there we go. Treat yourselves. Get yourself some Lilt this Christmas. Big Time Back says grapefruit. No Fear said loving the World Cup and WWE streams. Yeah, dude, so frustrating. I mean, I really enjoyed the France game until they scored the third and the fourth. That kind of killed it off, to be honest. So the final 20 minutes was a bit. So, but up until that point, gripping. But yeah, oh god, the thumbnail thing is so irritating. I was looking whilst when I ended at 9, I had something to eat, and then I started the escape pod at 11. And in that time, I was trying to find where this flipping default thumbnail is. So we're doing these World Cup streams, and if some people, when they look at the stream, the thumbnail is a picture of like all the wrestling figures. Like, it's not the image that I need it to be. I need it to be clearly advertising that we're not talking about wrestling, although we do. We're talking about the football, and it's a football stream. And, a load of wrestling figures and a Hulk Hogan standee and all this kind of stuff is not giving off the right message, is it really? So I'm desperately trying to find where this default thumbnail is so that I can make sure that gets changed to something, even if it's just something generic. Do you know what I mean? Like live or something like that. I have no idea where it is. Cannot find it. Can't find it. The thing was, when you uploaded it, I know many of you won't know what the behind the scenes of YouTube looks like. It's not very sexy, but it's different. They've changed it in recent years. And when I did it, it was an old setup. It was really easy to find on the old setup, but now I haven't got a clue where it is. Cannot find it. So I found that to be a real distraction during the first game. Thankfully, that game ended 0-0 anyway. But it really was playing on my mind. And it will continue to play on my mind until I find the answer and fix it. So I've really got to get that sorted. So yeah, that's a little problem. But I'm glad you're enjoying them anyway. We've got 3 tomorrow. So, yeah, it's going to be a pretty full-on day. Germany, it'll be good to see them. They've got some fantastic players taking on Japan. I think we see Spain tomorrow as well. Again, fantastic players. I can't remember the final game. Oh, Canada. Canada tomorrow. Canada. So they're taking on Belgium. Good luck. So yeah, it'll be good. Alex said, is there a dream type of match you want to see? Maybe a ladder match. Maybe a battle royal. Maybe a one-on-one. Is there a dream match I want to see? I want to see... I don't think so, you know. I'm trying to think. I mean, what I would like to see is something different. And I have to applaud NXT for doing, you know, something different with this Iron Challenge match, whatever it's called. We've looked at it. I've got my reservations about part of it. I like some of it. I like the sin bin thing. I think that's fun. But yeah, part of it I'm not sure about. But I think they could. I think they could really push the boat out. Even this Iron Challenge match, it's not really pushing the boat out, is it? There's no like new structure involved. You know, like Fight Pit was good. Fight Pit was good. I still don't feel like they've really utilized the Fight Pit though. I mean, like steel cage matches have been around for a long time, and you know we've seen things like Jimmy Superfly Snuka jumping off the top of the cage, and that was so iconic. And we've seen some fantastic, brutal, bloody cage matches. And then if you think about Hell in a Cell, and you think about Mick Foley and Mankind and Kane making his debut and ripping the door off, and do you know what I mean? Like we've seen some iconic ladder matches. We've seen some iconic Hell in a Cell matches. We've seen some iconic steel cage matches. And do you know what's interesting? A lot of them are near the beginning, aren't they? A lot of the iconic versions are the very first versions of that match type. Something like the Rumble, for example, that is just going to be great forever because the match is a great match, but that match is really about the surprises. That match is who's next, who comes out next, and that will never get old. You're never going to get bored of that because you can change it all the time. So, like that is why the Rumble will live forever and it will always work because it's always who's coming out next. But if you think about a ladder match, that doesn't have that. It's just, you know, you have two opponents and then you've got to try and do something new with the ladder or do something different with the ladder or do something engaging with the ladder that's maybe not been seen before, or if it has been seen before, it's not been overly utilized before. It's hard, that is. With a Rumble, it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? If you knock someone over the top rope, just who cares? Right, they're eliminated. That's not what people get excited for. They get excited for the 3, 2, 1, and then who comes down. So it's always going to be harder with like a ladder match, with a cage match, with a fight pit match than it is the Royal Rumble. So I think they need a new match type where it's got that mystery element in it, because if you do something like a fight pit, then, you know, which the point I was making is we've still not seen an iconic fight pit yet. I feel like we've seen good fight pits, but we haven't seen that moment. We haven't seen that match. We haven't seen the Mick Foley match. We haven't seen the Shawn Razor ladder match, right? We haven't seen that iconic fight pit yet. So I'm still into the fight pit, but I'm waiting for that iconic match with that. But when it comes to new match types, I want something that's got that mystery element built into it, because I think that helps it remain timeless. That is going to help it, really help it. I mean, like if you think about what people love about the Casino Battle Royal and what people love about the Casino ladder match is the Joker. That's always the main conversation, isn't it? Who do you think the Joker is going to be? So it's always like, you know, the wrestlers come down in hearts, clubs, spades, blah, 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 blah. But the thing that people get so excited about, or most excited about, is who is going to be the Joker, who's coming down as the Joker. And that mystery element is just, I don't know, just fuels wrestling. Wrestling just lives off it. I mean, if you think about like all the mystery, even now, who is the mystery person in team, is it Belair? The Bianca's team. who's going to be the mystery partner? Like, who was White Rabbit? Like, it's just the mystery element. Who was the person behind the mask in Schism? It's just constant. It's just constant, that mystery thing. And I'd like a new match type that kind of leaned into that, but something that's not a Rumble, basically. Something that's not a Rumble, because we've already got that. But I don't know what it would be. I can't quite put my finger on what it would be. I think I like the idea. I did a video ages ago where I had like 8 new match types. One of them I remember was like a platform, and then you had like a rope kind of climbing rig thing. You know, like what you get on a sailor's ship. You know, you climb up the rope. It's not a rope like that, but it's, you know, squares. I don't know what you would call it, but like you climb up that. I had that going from the platform down, and then it's like first one to get to that top of the platform. It's basically a bit like a Money in the Bank ladder match, only the ladder is always there and it's made of rope. Yeah, that's it really. It's like a ladder that's made of rope and it's always there. You don't have to get it, but you know, you could have fighting and then like someone's climbing up, and I kind of something like that would be interesting, different, and I'm down for that. I think Wrestle with Andy was saying, I think he was joking, but he was talking about do you remember the 3 cages in WCW? It was like Dungeon of Doom, wasn't it, against like Hogan, and like there was the 3 cages, and you kind of, if you've never seen it, it's really weird because you start, I think, is it at the top, and you sort of worked your way down the cage, went down the different levels of the cage. The cage was like 3 cages placed on top of each other. And there'd be a lot of kids and whatever that wouldn't even know that match existed, wouldn't even have seen that first original match. And it was not great, and no one really looks back on it that fondly. But I love the innovation of that. I love the innovation of that. I think is really interesting. Like, they went for it and they tried something, and who knows, you could tweak it and make it work. You might be able to find a way of making that like work in the modern age. So yeah, I also love the idea of, like, you know, the ringside area. Just take the ring away. Like, you've got the barricades, and you've got like a matted area, and you've got this decent space. And the thing is that you could do a normal show with a ring there, and then as you get to the main event, like, take the ring away. I'm sure there's a way of, being able to take the ring out in sections and, you know, remove it. And then, like, you've just got this big open space. Could be known as, like, you know, WWE Warfare. And, like, have it, obviously make it look a bit cooler than just, like, grey mats. Like, I'm sure you could do it in, like, you know, you could make it look cooler than that. Maybe the ground could look like grass, and it could look like dirt. And, like, you could really make it look, like, visually quite cool. And then have, like, maybe a few weapons dotted around. And, like, maybe you could have, like, 10 mystery people come down, and they battle in this, like, in the warfare zone or something. Like, I kind of like that idea as well. I don't know why there's not more innovation like that. I was into the Stadium Stampede idea, them actually fighting around a stadium in AEW. I thought that was a good idea. I think the execution at times was a bit off. It was a bit too comedy and a bit silly at times, but the idea of it I thought was good. And then they did the arena match as well, where, you know, that's one of the craziest matches in that arena match. Just constant action everywhere, just going over there, and there's like fights happening all over the arena. Like, again, you know, I feel like AEW have tried to bring a bit of innovation. I'm not a massive fan of like the casino ladder match and the casino battle royal. I think, again, what they've tried to do is they've tried to create their own like Royal Rumble, but it's not worked. I mean, really what they need is a show, or I think they need a show that's based on a match type. And that, you know, the winner of that gets a title opportunity, very much like the Rumble. Because the Rumble works. Everything about the Rumble works. Not only does the match work, but the fact it's its own pay-per-view as well. And you know when it is. Everyone knows the Rumble is part of the road to WrestleMania. Everyone knows what the prize is if you win the Rumble. Everyone knows at what time of year it is. It's January. If you win it, you get to main event WrestleMania, and it's got its own show, as we said. So it's not just the match, which is amazing. It's all the stuff around that match that helps elevate it as well. And if you look at the Casino Battle Royal, it tends to get chucked in at some point on, a show. Like maybe Double or Nothing. Like they'll chuck the Casino Battle Royal in there and it'll be the third match of the night. Like it feels like they need a pay-per-view AEW where it's got that big Rumble type match. I don't think they can use the Rumble though, because I think that's WWE property. So I don't even think they can use the Rumble as a match type. I think if they used that as a match type, I think they would get sued. So that's why you don't see them do the Rumble, because I don't think anyone would argue that the Rumble is fantastic. And if AEW could rip it off, I'm sure they would. And I think they've tried to with the Casino Battle Royal, and it's just not the same, is it? It's just not the same. If you can't do the Rumble, you've got to think of something equally as good, which is hard. It's hard. You need the mystery element, and you need something equally as good. And it is hard, and I have totally got sympathy with them, but I don't think the Casino Battle Royal is it, to be honest. No one's looking forward to the next one of those. No one's like, when's the Casino Battle Royal? But already we're talking about who do you think's going to win the Rumble? Do you think Cody could win the Rumble? Do you think Cody will come back at the Rumble? I bet they're saving Charlotte for the Rumble. You have these conversations without even really thinking about it. You just have them. It's just part of conversation, isn't it, as a wrestling fan? I feel like AEW need that match type. They really do. And I would love to see WWE create something else that's similar. It doesn't need its own pay-per-view, but something that's got that mystery element. So I can't give you an answer as to what I would like to see. That's the best I can give you, to be honest, because I don't quite know myself what it is. Oh, something innovative. As I said, I have already done a video on it. I remember it's called The Purge, the video. And I think it's got like 8 different new match types that I really like the video as well. It took me ages to do. Because I had to create graphics for them all. And I remember the graphics took, I don't even know how many days to do. So it's a video I've not actually gone back to and watched. I might look at it now and go, that's cringe. But I do remember being very excited about that video. It was something different and took me ages to put together. So, there's a few ideas I had at the time in that. But, something different. Other companies can do the Rumble because other companies like MLW just call it different. I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. My feelings are that other companies that are like small, I don't think WWE are going to be bothering with them. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think if you're small, if you're like a little indie promotion, and I mean, not that MLW are a little indie promotion, but they're not the biggest deal, are they? I feel like you can sort of get away with things like that. I mean, if you're going to be doing like selling merch and doing like Too Sweet and all of that, you'll get a cease and desist. But something like the Rumble it's weird. So because I don't know if they own it or not. I really don't know. I don't know. My interpretation of it has always been that like smaller companies can do it because WWE ain't gonna go after the smaller companies. Then it's not even worth their time. It doesn't matter. Who cares, right? It doesn't affect the success of the Rumble. But if you're a major competitor like AEW or Impact, then you would hear from them. That's kind of always been my belief. And I could totally be wrong on that. I could totally be wrong on that. But I've always thought that like the smaller companies, who cares? But the bigger ones, AEW, no. You're not doing that. That's our property. That we've got the copyright on that match type. Because otherwise, why don't they do it? Why don't they do it? Because if they could do it, why aren't they doing it? Because that is... Who doesn't love the Rumble? I cannot think, if you was to ask any AEW fan, would you like AEW to do a Royal Rumble? I can't imagine they'd be like, nah. Nah, not really for me. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. So you'll sit and watch the Casino Battle Royal, but you're not interested in doing an AEW Royal Rumble? No, I don't think that's true. So I don't know. But I could be wrong on that. I could. I got an idea where there's 3 cages spaced out an arena, Raw in one, SmackDown in another, NXT. All the cages connect. Oh God, I love that. I love that. In my mind, 3 separate rings, not together, but actually like dotted out. I don't think you'd be able to do it. I don't know how you'd get it in an arena. To be honest, you'd have to do it in a stadium. But then in my mind, each of the cage has got a corridor that connects to the other cage, and I'm just in my mind, I'm seeing people fighting in these corridors. Like just not long, and they're still made of like chain link fence, these corridors, but all 3 cages are connected with like 3 corridors connecting them. Like, oh God, yeah, that's kind of crazy. I feel that could be really cool. The tri-cage. The tri-cage. Yeah, there's something there. I like it. The 3-cage match talking about is in a movie, Ready to Rumble. Is that no? I can't. I don't think I have. Is that got connection, like little corridor things that connect? I haven't seen that film. Big Time Back said, "Don't get me wrong, Raw under Triple H is not a bad show, but I was bored the last few months. Under Vince, it was up and down, but sports entertained. Nowadays, it's dull. How do you feel?" I think that Raw is... I think it's hard. I mean, like, this week was a go-home, so can't really, like, judge too much there. I think that they are trying to tell a couple of stories, and it's just... Some of it's all right, but a lot of it is a bit... I kind of feel like, you know, the stories that they're telling are not quite captivating enough. You know, they're doing like Judgment Day and OC. Like, there's nothing. You've got Dominic and you've got Rhea, right? That's a nice dynamic, but it is nowhere near enough to make this a compelling story. It's nowhere near enough to make this a compelling story. I think Gallows and Anderson have come in. They've been okay. I don't hate on them. I was not that keen on them coming back, but they've been okay. Mia Yim signing up was good. I thought that was a nice boost. So I was definitely into that. But it's just, I don't know. I don't find myself like getting, like really losing myself in that view. I don't find myself going, oh my God, this is awesome. This is insane. I just don't find myself doing that. I don't know. I don't quite know why, to be honest, because I feel like the presentation of Judgment Day is quite good. Perhaps it's because neither side has really been built up. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's because neither side has really, you know, has Judgment Day been on like a killing spree? Have they destroyed a load of people? No, they haven't. And Judgment Day haven't really ever done anything. If Judgment Day had like established themselves, I mean, part of the success of the Bloodline is the fact that Roman has had the titles for 2 years, and it's Roman anyway. Usos are Usos. I mean, there were, even before Bloodline, Roman was one of the biggest acts in the company, and Usos were one of the most credible tag teams. You know, you kind of look at like Gallows and Anderson coming in. AJ Styles is so cold because he's been forced to team with Amos for so long. So you kind of look at that. Dominic is Dominic. Damian is Damian. Finn Balor never got given any opportunity. I mean, this is just a load of people that are trying to get over. That's what it is. It's a load of people trying to get over. Some of them are over, like AJ and I would say Rhea and Finn. They're over. Damian Priest, is he over? Dominic, is he over? Gallows and Anderson, are they over? I don't know. I mean, to me, like, it's just so far away from the Bloodline. And how great the Bloodline are and how great they've been booked. Whereas with Judgment Day, you know, we just don't see them getting, like, We don't see them on like crazy win streak. This isn't like, oh my God, I think part of it is, how is AJ going to beat Judgment Day? How could he possibly beat Judgment Day? There's none of that. There's none of that. There's none of that intrigue. I just feel like, yeah, the OC could probably beat Judgment Day. Probably could. Probably will. Probably will, because I don't think beating Judgment Day is that hard. I just saw them lose. I just saw them lose last night to the Brawling Brutes. I just saw Judgment Day lose to the Brawling Brutes. So how am I meant to be that intimidated by them? I get told they run Raw. They lost. They lost on Monday. So, like, you look at Raw and you see that story, and that's one of their major stories, is that story. And then you look at, like, you know, Seth. I mean, Seth's obviously a superstar and big name, but he's having to run around with the United States title, isn't he? He can't run around with the WWE title like he should be. He's running around with a United States Championship because Roman has got both the other belts. So, you know, there's no world title on Raw. Their big feuds are featuring stars which I don't think they've been properly built correctly. Even on the women's side, you know, you've got Damage Control, who haven't established themselves. You know, they have only been around since SummerSlam, and they've had mixed fortunes. And then they're going up against a real hodgepodge of people. You know, you got Bianca, you got Asuka, you got Alexa. It's just like a real random collection of superstars. Again, it's just a bit thrown together, to be honest. So I'm not down on Raw. It's definitely not as good as SmackDown, but I think that I think there's some stuff that's good and there's some stuff that works, like the Rhea and Dominic thing, like Mia Yim coming in. There's some stuff there, like Austin Theory, which has been good. There's definitely some stuff that works, but across 3 hours, I would say there's more that kind of leaves you a bit like, more that's like, Yesterday's difficult because yesterday was a go home, you know? So I wouldn't worry too much about yesterday or last night. I wouldn't worry too much about that. We'll see what it's like after Survivor Series, because that'll be a big one. The one next week will be huge, and I'm not just saying that. The reason why I'm saying it is because it's going to be a long time till the next pay-per-view. So you can't really, what are you building to? There's not really a show that you build into. And so it means that you're going to need, because I'm not aware of a pay-per-view in December. So that means that next week's Raw is going to have to, really tell some stories, or at least start telling some stories. It's going to have to, you're not building to a pay-per-view. You've got nothing, you can't start building to the Rumble. So, you're so far away from the Rumble that it's going to be really interesting to see how they use this period of time and what stories they tell. And hopefully, to be honest, Survivor Series ends some feuds. Hopefully, we can move on to some fresh, new, different things and maybe wrap up some of these feuds that we've been seeing. So I'm excited to get to Survivor Series and take a load of these feuds off the table and then start something new instead. Another thing WWE could do is let Bray on both shows. Let Bray be on both shows. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think even if you didn't do that and you just had something that was as intriguing, so forget Bray for a second, but just look at the character that Bray has. Bray has got this mystery around him at all times. There's always questions around Bray. If you do get an answer, there's 2 more questions that arrive with it, right? So you can always be theorizing about who's Uncle Howdy. You can always be theorizing about, is Bray on his own? You can always be theorizing about some of the imagery that you get to see. Like, there's always things you can talk about, theorize about. The conversation never really ends. Maybe it goes a bit quieter, if there's not really too much happening, but it never really stops. Like, you could go onto social media and there'd be someone having a conversation about Bray, because there's always questions hanging around him. where's that superstar on Raw? Where is that superstar? Where's the superstar that's got those questions always hanging around them? Right? I mean, they just sort of tried it with The Miz, but that was, one off, and it was a bit of a limited appeal because, like, it was, I don't know, I don't think people really got with it. It's not really a character thing, it was a storyline thing. Whereas with Bray, it's more of a character thing. So even if you don't have Bray on both, like have something similar, have a character that's similar, a character that's got a backstory, that's got mystery, that's always got questions around and theories, and you don't even have to do Easter eggs or anything, but those things do help, you know. If and it doesn't take long to do. As soon as a wrestler is like got some Easter eggs and it forces you to look in the background, people will soon learn to do that. And then all of a sudden, when that wrestler's on screen, then all of a sudden viewers will start looking in the background and they will start being more engaged. It's a way of kind of forcing engagement. Do you know what I mean? You might not even have anything in the background, but people are looking, people are engaged, and the conversations are being had of, can you see anything? So, I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like, am I wrong in saying that I just feel like some of the creativity is very lazy? I just feel it's very lazy. Like, we're sitting here saying, why aren't we doing, like, some new match types? Why aren't we trying some of these new things? And maybe these things just take time, of course, so maybe they're coming. Perhaps it just hasn't been long enough. But, like, you look at, like, what we're getting on Raw, it's pretty standard stuff. It's pretty paint by numbers. Do you know what I mean? Triple H has not really rocked the boat, has he? Since like Vince has gone, he's brought back some people, but I mean, I think that to the untrained eye, this would still largely feel like a Raw and largely feel like a SmackDown. Like it still feels. It basically feels like Triple H is painting a picture using the exact same colors that Vince used to paint with. That's kind of how it feels like. The picture might look a little bit different. By and large, you could look at it and still think it was the same artist. So, I'm not saying that I want complete change, but I just think let's get a bit more dynamic, shall we? Let's really push the boat out a little bit more. I mean, you can do anything you want now. You can do anything. I understand not wanting to run the risk too much, not wanting to rock the boat too much, not wanting to upset the shareholders and whatever, but I think like new match types or, add in another Bray type character. Like, I don't think that's too much to ask. Okay, Toxic Attraction. There is the extended warranty lady making her way down. What do you think of Gervonta Davis against Ryan Garcia? I can't wait to see it. Has it been announced? Because it's the match that I and a lot of people want to see. I mean, we've done Ryan Garcia fights. We've done Tank fights. The last Tank fight that I watched, which I think was his last one, feels like it was a while ago now. Brilliant. Really enjoyed it. He put on a fantastic performance. Knocked his opponent out. He was backing up against the ropes, just flicked out a jab. Boom, the guy went down. I mean, he's got such pop in his shots. It was so effortless. It just comes so natural to him. But the same with Garcia. I mean, Garcia's got such wonderful hand speed, fantastic skill. It'd be an incredible fight. It'd be an incredible fight. It's the fight that people want to see. I got asked the other day about it. I said that I would be leaning towards Tank getting the win. And I still feel that way. I'd go with Tank to win. But, yeah, excited. Right, there's only one queen in the NXT ring. I was the last woman standing. She did it all by herself-ish. So NXT has to create this revolutionary match just to figure out who my opponent's going to be. I don't even know when NXT deadline is, to be honest. I probably should look into that. Who is willing to go to war? If I'm being honest, we need a draft to shake up the rosters and championships switching brands. Maybe in the time before the Rumble we get one. Yeah, we have been waiting for a draft for a while, actually. Yes, I do agree with that. I do also think, though, we only do it when you know what you want. There's no point doing it just for the sake of doing it. Like, Triple H needs to sit down and, you know, right, this is going to be the story we're going to do. Like, it's got to be planned. There's got to be some long-term booking. So they want their tag belts back. We are a real team. Okay, so Gigi was talking, and she has been interrupted by the tag champs. When you're as good as the three of us, you can do whatever you want. You're so phony. You're the only reason you're still champion is because of Isla Dawn. Okay, so Toxic Attraction wants those tag belts. Toxic Attraction is the train wreck that's waiting to happen. You two spend all of your time protecting Mandy, but you lose all meaning. Imagine if Damage Control was booked like Toxic Attraction, says Jilly. Dark Knight said, I think less pay-per-views would help. If you have 12 a year, that's 24 Raws and SmackDowns, where you're just going through the motions. That's a good point. That is a lot when you think about it. That is a lot. Yeah, that's a really good point, you know. I've never really thought about that. Never thought about the fact that when you have 12 pay-per-views, that means that you have 24 go-home shows, a Raw and a SmackDown. And it is true, when you have a go-home show, I mean, they do largely go through the motions. I think some of them have been a little better under Triple H, but I mean, I think if you saw last night's Raw, I don't think anyone was really going that crazy about last night's Raw. Even the most optimistic of WWE fans, I think, would agree that it was a go-home show. So, Caden and Casey end up coming down, and there's a big brawl. Make her humble. She's better than she used to be, and she's hot, says John. December 10th is the NXT pay-per-view. Ah, thank you. Saying that, I do love pay-per-views, says Dark Knight. They are good. Okay, here's Roxanne Perez. No, Cora Jade. Hit My Music. That was not a great little promo. Couldn't even... The audio wasn't great then. Right, Generation of Jade. She was just saying a few words as she was making her way, like, to the entranceway. Okay, so Cora Jade making her way down. Boo! Jade against Wendy Chu. Coming up next, Cora Jade against Wendy Chu. Wendy Choo Choo. I wouldn't say they've gone through motions on go homes since Triple H took over, says Undercover Manager. I felt like last night was going through the motions. I mean, I feel like they've improved because I think there's a few stories. I mean, under Vince, pretty much the whole show was just one long advert for the pay-per-view, and there wasn't really anything else that was going on. Last night, you know, there was a few things that were happening that were outside of the pay-per-view, but not much. And, I mean, one of them is the Miz and Dexter, for example. That's not anything to do with Survivor Series. That's going to pay off next week. So you've got that, which could have paid off at Survivor Series, but Triple H is keeping it for next week's show. But anything else is pretty much just final touches for the pay-per-view. I mean, it just feels very much the same as what you get under Vince. So I'd say that it's improved because there are those few extra bits now, but doesn't really, for across a 3-hour show, doesn't really do much. Right, Cora Jade. This is Wendy Chu. I was just thinking then, I was like, well, last night we got that qualifying match. That had some significance. But then I was thinking, well, hang on. Back in the day, like, if you think about Survivor Series, not long ago, we used to have invasions, and they were exciting, and they would be on go-home shows. If you think about Becky, blood coming down her nose. I mean, I don't know if that was strictly a go-home show or like the week earlier or whatever, but it was all like roughly there or thereabouts as like those invasions between the brands were happening. I mean, obviously, we haven't got those this year. We haven't had those, have we? We haven't had those invasions. And that's fine because I don't want Raw versus SmackDown. I'm so bored of that I don't want that. That is a bit of a downer, though. The pro is that Survivor Series should now mean a bit more than it usually does. The con is you don't really get the excitement on the go-homes because the go-homes used to have the invasions, and I think people love the invasions, and provided that iconic imagery of Becky where she got smacked in the face by Nia Jax. I mean, granted, they also got a bit stale. There's only so many times you can see like those types of invasions without getting a bit desensitized to them. But yeah, I think if we had less go home shows, that would be a benefit. Sort of a shame, really, that they can't just have 12 go home shows. You could have your 12 pay-per-views, but just have 12 go home shows. Like, make SmackDown like the go home show. Raw can be normal. Raw can be a normal show, but SmackDown is the go home. I suppose that's the problem with the brand split, isn't it? You've got to go home on your Raw matches, and then you've got to go home on your SmackDown matches, and there's not really a way of avoiding it. Friday Night SmackDown. A while back in an interview, I am starting to see what Triple H said when Austin talking about how dreading and difficult writing a third hour of television was. Yeah, he said he wanted to take Raw down to 2 hours, didn't he? But okay, we've got Duke Hudson, we've got Grayson Waller. This is me. On the inside. I'm dedicated student. Your true colours will show eventually. My true colours are black and red. Okay, so that's kind of cool. He's saying, I know you're pretending. Duke Hudson's like, no, I'm not. It's Wendy. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wendy, I like Wendy. She's so... It's hard to hate someone that's so happy and smiley. Not impossible, but hard. Bum, bum, bum. Drew and Sheamus against the Usos this Friday. Thea Hale better turn up. Cora shaking her head. She's not impressed with what she's seeing. Wendy chants Wendy in the middle of the ring. Cora comes over. Side headlock against the ropes. Shoulder tackle. Cora goes down. Cora in the corner. Wendy throwing in some forearms. Cora over the other side. Chop coming in. This is good. This is quite intense by Wendy. I like this forearm. Chop. Wendy going back over to Cora. Cora against the ropes. She bends down, gets caught, gets hurled against the ropes, but down goes Cora Jade. That was good. That was good. I missed NXT in its prime. It makes me sad, said Jose. I recently got back into wrestling around WrestleMania, watching old NXT matches, realized how I missed out on a great era. It was amazing. My favorite time is about 2014 to 2015. I love that time. It's where you've got your four horsewomen, you know, Sasha, Becky, they're all still down in NXT at that time. And you just knew as well that this was special. Like the crop that was coming through, you're like, when these guys come up, it's going to be awesome. And it has been, in all fairness. I mean, Bayley's been fantastic. Charlotte's been fantastic. Becky's one of their biggest stars. I mean, look at maybe Finn Balor never quite, I think almost certainly didn't achieve what we were hoping he would go on to achieve. But that's not his fault. Same with Kevin Owens. Certainly the same with Sammy. But just look how popular all three are. Like, they're still there. They're still killing it. It's just they never got the opportunities they really deserved under Vince. Back elbow by Cora. Cora coming over and throwing some big clubbing blows to Wendy. Wendy is down. If Wendy never uses GTS or the sleeper hold, what are we even doing here, says Jadam. What are we even doing? She gets scooped up. Roll up there by Wendy. 1, 2. Wendy up. Drop kick. Single leg drop kick. Cora Jade goes down. Wendy in the corner. Charging over. Big boot by Wendy. Down goes Cora. Oh. Elbow. Elbow as Cora moves out the way. Cora goes over on the ropes. Comes down with a stomp, but Wendy moves out the way. Grabs the leg of Cora. Out the ring. Goes for a forearm, but gets reversed. Cora charging over. That was nice. I watched wrestling in 2003. I watch it. My dad, brother watching wrestling in 2001. Good time. It's true. Disney owns shares in DraftKings. Seems like an odd investment. No Fear said apparently we find out who Scrypts is tonight. Do we? Do we? Do we? Who is Scrypts? Who is Scrypts? I don't know is the answer. Not everyone can be champion. No, not everyone can be champion. But Sammy should be. Why have we done Sammy dirty for so long? Yes, we do. Do we? Do we? I didn't know this. I love 2014, 2015 as well. I think most wrestling fans did, yeah. It was sick. I'm excited for tonight's Wrestling Daze. And by the way, you're my favorite YouTuber. Jacob, that's because I'm the best YouTuber. I am the best YouTuber in the world. I get phone calls from KSI saying, I want to be like you. And I'm like, yes, you do. Don't you? And he starts crying. And I'm like, listen, dry your eyes, mates. And I start singing to him down the phone. And then he cries more. And then I'm like, I've got to go. Mr. Beast is on the other line. Beastie. Don't cry. Don't cry. Come on, dry your eyes, mate. It's amazing I get anything done, to be honest, with all the phone calls I got. TD said, what has more acting, Premiership football or WWE? Well, there is a lot of rolling around in the Premier League, but it's a close one. It's a close one. I like the Premier League. It's good. It's good products. I like the World Cup as well. And both have got a degree of acting in. But it's all good. Jacob said, I've been watching you for 3 years. In the wrong context. That would be terrifying. KSI wants to be like Daze. What? White with grey hair? Yeah. It's the lookless shirt. It's what everyone wants. If you look at the fashion catwalks, everyone's got grey hair. It's on trend. Keeping it real. No one keeps it as real as me. Yeah? No one keeps it as real. Have you been on my screen all day during World Cup stream? You've been on my screen all day. Keep it up. Oh, thanks, mate. Watson, shout out to you. Lewis Booth said, I've been watching wrestling since 1978. Jeez. You should go to bed. You should have a sleep. Watching wrestling since 1978. Who's your favourite wrestler ever? Please respond. Jim said, I'd call the cops. What? When? If I called? What? What are you on about? I'm in a mental state where I'm going to be easily confused after the lengthy streams we've been doing. Straight to the midsection by Wendy. Kick by Wendy. Clothesline by Wendy. Cora Jade goes down. I wasn't even born in 1978. Wow. Shots fired. Daze, I've tagged you on some things. Do check it out when you get a chance. You will not regret it. I will try to. I have not been going on Twitter too much. Had a little venture on there, but I only dabbled with the latest things in my notifications, and then I was off again, mate. Done. Wendy getting up to her feet, going over, grabbing Cora. Live this Saturday, Survivor Series War Games. Against the ropes. Wendy tried to hold on to the ropes, but she couldn't too. Wendy back up, kick to the midsection, double underhook. Looking for a DDT, looking for a suplex. Ooh, that's like a brain buster. Take that, mate. Take that, Cora Jade. Wendy going upstairs. Climbing up top, Wendy. Oh, she's had to jump back down because Cora's moved out the way. Oh, my God. Kick to the midsection. Cora has gone and got a stick. Well, that's not allowed, is it, ref? Ref, that's not allowed, mate. Don't you do that. Don't you do that, Wendy. Don't you do it. Referee's saying, don't you do it. Oh, Cora has got the cup, the sippy cup. Oh! She's thrown it in her face. Oh, God, I wonder what that liquid was. 2, 3. Oh. She chucks the drink in her face. Referee is asking, what's this? Why is my ring wet? He's got it all on his hand. He's confused, the referee. Why? Why is this red? I don't understand. Did you have an accident? Drink thrown in the face. If they were good, credible commentators, they would tell us what that drink is. I can only imagine it's lilt. I can only imagine it is lilt. Her eyelash has come loose. She's got a fake eyelash and it's on her cheek. She's in tears. That's a bad look, innit? That's a bad look. A fake eyelash right on her cheek. Cora Jade is laughing at her. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Wow. She's really done one over on Wendy Chu there. She has done a right number on her. Wow. So we've got breaking news. A wrestler's eyelash comes loose. Not a good look. Not a good look. The bigger question is, where was her other eyelash? That's the other question. I thought it was a cut at first, says Jim. No. No, mate, when you know women like me, you can look at that and go, that's an eyelash. Fake eyelashes, boom, straight away. No problem. Can you imagine how booming your channel would have been back in the late 90s, early 2000s, says Lewis. To be honest, back in that era, people thought they were cool. And I think if I was to act like this, I don't think I would have gone down very well. I'm a bit sarcastic. I don't know if you've noticed. Gonna give you a little insight. I'm a little bit sarcastic sometimes. And I don't know how that would have played, to be honest. Don't know. Maybe I'd have been super pops. Maybe I'd have been super pops. Right, here's fake Steph. That deal fell through due to stupidity. Excuse me. Javier is here. Javier Bernal. Okay. Behold. Big body files. What is that? Okay. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh, these people he wants to fight? Yes. He's got 2,000 million followers. Same as me. He wants to face Axiom, Elon, Drake. Okay, so this is a list of people that he wants to fight. Elon Musk in NXT. Do it. If I keep getting this attitude, I'll fight you. I mean, I'd be down for seeing that, to be fair. I'd be down for that. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. Yeah, kids loved it. We are 10 away from 600 subs. Who, Eric, you? Go give Eric his 10. Go give Eric his 10 subs. Go on, guys. Get him to 600. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Help him out. Go on. Give him his 10 subs. Undercover Manager said, I'm old school, but I have emailed you a bit more about an in-depth breakdown I had for the 3 cages. Mixed stuff. Have a quick look if you couldn't fit in a chat. Just couldn't fit it in the chat, says Undercover Manager. I will try. I am drowning. Time is not something that I have loads of right now. But if you have gone to the effort to do that, I will try and find the effort to read it. It's your boy Mason. Says, Daze, who do you think is going to beat Bron Breakker? I mean, I feel like Elia's not a bad shout. Tyler Bate might not be a bad shout. Carmelo. But I do wonder if Carmelo and Bron might end up going up around the same time. Might not be a bad shout. I feel like it probably needs to be a heel, in all fairness. So it won't be like Odyssey Jones. Who's a big heel? Grayson Waller. I've heard that they're quite interested in Grayson Waller, though, on the main roster. So maybe Grayson Waller will go up before he wins it. I feel like a heel, like someone like Grayson Waller, Duke Hudson, because I feel like he's a heel. I think he's going to show his true colours. So it's hard to go, oh, yeah, it's that person. Because I don't think anyone's really shown themselves. And anyone that has shown themselves, I've heard rumours they might be going up to the main roster. So it's hard to know, innit? JD Madonna is going to beat Bron, says James. You Heart Nation, says Jim. Are you streaming next day AEW? Yes. Yes, I am. What's your favourite Survivor Series moment ever? The debut of Sting. No Fear said, I'm 100 plus away from 1K. That might be a bit too much for us to do for an NXT stream. If this was one of the busy UFC streams, then maybe. But NXT, little old quiet NXT stream. I think we could churn out 10, but I think 100 plus might be a bit tricky. Roxanne is going to dethrone Mandy, said James. Dork Knight said, sorry to digress, but who's everyone's favourite heel character in TV history? That's for you. That's for you, not for me. Von Wagner. Edward says, how are you after the World Cup streams? Good. Bit tired. I definitely will look forward to having a sleep after this. But we've got a big day tomorrow. I mean, we've got 3 games and AEW, so it just doesn't stop. It does not stop. Here we go. Chase University. No one likes a pop quiz. Is Pretty Deadly. Just shoot. Gambling is against university policy. Okay, so Pretty Deadly are trying to convince him to go back. Oh, big strikes. Look, we're off. Yeah, look. Thea wants to get him as well. Let her go. Let her go. Let her go. No, all you can see is her arms flailing away. So Pretty Deadly attacking. Pretty Deadly attacking Duke. Chaos backstage. Chaos. Right, Ivy Nile is in the ring. Okay, Ivy Nile against Kiana James. Ivy Nile versus Kiana James. Do I have to have more than 4 subscribers to get asked how I am, said Fortnite? Sadly, yeah. If you've got less than 4, literally no one cares. No one cares. Hi Daze, is there a past pay-per-view show you enjoyed that many people disliked? It might just be nostalgia, but I always loved WrestleMania 9, said WrestleBuzz. I mean, I also love WrestleMania 9 because that's the first WrestleMania I saw. So, yes, totally with you in regards to the nostalgia thing. The only one, well, I don't know, to be honest, but the only one that I can think was SummerSlam 2020, the one during lockdown. That one, the reviews were like, 7, people were like, yeah, it was pretty good. I loved it. I mean, I can't remember what we scored it, but I remember swooning about that show. I was so in love with it. I think we got 2 Asuka matches on it. We got like Asuka versus Bayley and Asuka versus Sasha. So we got 2 Asuka matches. I think we got, was that when Roman, I think that might have been when Roman came back. I think Roman came back on that show. And then it was shortly after that he ends up winning the Universal title. And that's the start of this incredible, I mean, can you believe we're still here with Roman champion? So I don't know that it's a show that people hated, but I think I enjoyed it more than other people. So SummerSlam 2020. If you to go back to something a bit older, then yeah, I mean WrestleMania 9, to be honest, because that's my first WrestleMania that I saw, and I love the toga theme. I agree with you on it. I love the toga theme, and that is regarded as one of the worst WrestleManias. But I love Bob Backlund because he's a legend. And he was champ for 4 years, and seeing him on that stage was really cool. It's so weird to think that, we had all this Hogan and Warrior stuff, and then you get to WrestleMania 9, and here's Bob Backlund. I think it was Bob Backlund against Razor Ramon, wasn't it? And then, obviously, like, I even liked the swerve at the end of Hogan being champ. Never saw that coming. But, like, you go into WrestleMania with it. Is it going to be Brett? Is it going to be Yokozuna? Who's going to win? And you find out that the new champ's Hulk Hogan. I sort of love that. I love that because, like, it's sort of like now, if you tuned into a show and it was, let's say Crown Jewel, and it's Roman versus Logan, and say you're a kid and you don't get a chance to watch it, so you don't know who's won, and then you find out the new champion is AJ Styles, you'd be like, what? How did that happen? How did it, like, it's completely out of nowhere. It's not even theory. It's not theory. He didn't cash in. And out of nowhere, like, how did that happen? And that's exactly like what it was at WrestleMania 9. It was Bret Hart against Yokozuna. Hogan just comes down at the end of the match, starts talking trash. Yokozuna says, come and have a go if you think you're good enough. He does. He wins. He's the new champ. And the match was never announced. Hogan was on the show, but not in that title match. I don't need to tell you WrestleMania 9. But I do, yeah. WrestleMania 9 would be the one that would come to mind, to be honest. But more recently, SummerSlam, which I don't think people hated, but I just enjoyed a lot more. We're underway with Ivy Nile and Kiana James. I should really change this. I was getting caught in that conversation. Scrypts in-ring debut next. Is it? Fallon Henley is here. Henna's has come down. Is Scrypts going to still be masked? She taps. Like a dragon sleeper, was it? Henley attacking Kiana James. Right, well, it's a win for Ivy Nile. Here's Creed Brothers. Yes. She's underappreciated. Okay, so the Creed Brothers are talking about Indus Sher. Ivy Nile says, why? I don't understand. Why have these two jumped in at the end of her match and now talk about Indus Sher? Is she upset? Yeah, she's upset and she's got every right to be upset. This was her moment and they've jumped in the ring and they're talking about Indus Sher. She's having a few words with the Creed brothers. She's trying to explain something. They're not paying her attention. Oh, does this lead into a split here of Diamond Mine? Does this lead into a split? She's not happy. Oh, she's not happy. She's not happy. Creeds and sad Nile. That's what she is. Hello, Isla Dawn. Isla Dawn's here. Ivy Nile is cute. Yes. That's what we take away from that segment. Whatever happened to Austin 316? He, I don't know if I should say, to be honest. Let's see. We're just seeing a segment from last week. Let's put it this way: he'll be back in about 9 months. I think it's 9 months. They said so. About 9 months, then you'll see him back again. Yeah. We're gonna have so much fun together. Oh, that's nice. Scrypts in-ring debut next. Okay, thanks. When do you think Dijak shows up? Next week. There we go. Next week. I don't think it's going to be that long. They've already teased him for a few weeks. She sounds fun. She sounds lovely. I already don't like it. Kuja boards, pyramids, and all-seeing eyes. Let's go, Scrypts. Where is Roddy? Where is Roddy? There is a theory that was it Chadders? I think it was Chadders. I think Chadders had the theory that Scrypts could be Rodders. I'm going to watch an old school pay-per-view after. Can you give me 5 suggestions? What era do you want? What era? I mean, I would say if you want to go in the 80s, you could go Survivor Series 88. It's pretty fun. And what was Survivor Series round the corner? You could go maybe you should go Survivor Series, relive an old Survivor Series. You could go back to Survivor Series 88. You could go to Survivor Series 92 is the first I ever saw, and that's the one I always reference. So if you've never seen that, I would recommend 92. So you could go with that. I always talk about 2014. That's pretty fun. Can't really go wrong with any of the Survivor Series from the Attitude Era. They were all just pretty bonkers. So if you want to go for any from 97, 98, 99, can't really go wrong with those. And 2014. It's a pretty good one. Actually, do you know what? I genuinely don't know what people regard as the best Survivor Series. I'd say it'd probably be one from the Attitude Era. Let's have a look. Best Survivor Series. Let's see what people... say is the best Survivor Series. No, I don't want the best matches. Ranking every Survivor Series ever. Uh, 2009. 2 traditional matches featuring a collection of veterans and rookies and feuding captains. Miz, Sheamus, McIntyre, and Kingston as survivors, continuing hot heel runs. Batista destroying Rey Mysterio in a David Goliath match. World Heavyweight Championship, WWE Championship, both defended in triple threats. Oh yeah, that was cool. I was trying to think what was on this one, but Shawn, Triple H, John Cena. That is cool. Oh, hello, we're back. So, top 5 they recommend. 87, 2002, 95, 96, 2009. Those are the ones that these guys recommend. Okay, so we've got Duke talking to Andre Chase. He's struggling to communicate here because he's been beaten up. Did you get fined? He said, I've got us a tag title match tonight. Tag title match tonight. Mario, what the are you still doing in my office? That's pretty fun. Right, here we go then. Scripty Scrypts. Let's see what Scripty Scrypts has got. Right, we've got lots of pictures on the wall. It's quite a big entrance, isn't it? Who is it? Who is it? Looks like Reggie. I don't know how to make a script. Not Reggie, is it? Is it Reggie? Is it Reggie? Simpanold. Is it really? It's Reggie. What the flip? What the flip? I mean, he's moving like Reggie because he's flipping around like the Cirque du Soleil guy that he is. Reggie, 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 Reggie. I mean, it is pretty cool in all fairness. Some of the stuff that he's doing in the ring is so impressive. It's a horrible costume. It's a horrible outfit, isn't it? This, I mean, horrible. That's not Bruno Sammartino. Are we sure? So, that headdress, that headpiece is trash. Wow, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. What the flip? The Simp King has arrived. Felix, shout out to you. Show us. I'm trying to get a good image of it for you. He does this as well. Look at the grace. Look at the balance. Scrypts. Scripty Scrypts. Guys, I have found my new favorite wrestler. What's he left? He's left some sort of note. What has he left? What has he left? He's left something. Oh, here's Schism. Schism. Schism are coming out. They've got their masks on. Next on NXT, Schism. 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 What's it say? What's it say? I feel like you could read the back of that, you know. He holds it up and you can sort of see the back. If someone's got like... If someone cares enough to zoom in, I reckon you could read what that note actually said. Fun fact, though. This guy doesn't give a flip. I am not going to read it. Because it's Reggie. That's how I feel about it. It's Reggie. Scrypts is our truth. Yes, he's our truth. Scrypts. I thought it was a serious person. Wow, I think they're trying to make him a serious person. I mean, in all fairness, he is a serious person. I'm sure he's a person. Guys, is a person. I can confirm this. So, breaking news. Scrippity script. Scripto. Guys, I don't know if you've heard, there's a fantastic Scripto. Get into Scripto, guys. Get into Scripto. If you've got any money, put it in Scripto. Scripto. La 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 la. A love letter, a note, a calling card. Scrypts. Right, let's do a quick vid, shall we? Like we don't do enough work. Right. So, big development coming out of NXT. Scrypts has sort of revealed himself. We certainly know who the person is. But we got this imagery all around the arena just before he came out. And obviously, there's been a lot of cryptic clues leading up to this reveal. So we didn't know who it was, but there was lots of theories. Was it Tyler Breeze? Was it Roderick Strong? Could it be Dutch? We didn't know who it was going to be. And to be honest, even when I saw it straight away, I couldn't quite work out who it was. And then as soon as I realized, I then couldn't believe who it was. Because this is Scrypts. And Scrypts is Reggie. This is Reggie version 2.0. This is Reggie repackaged. So Scrypts came out wearing this really crazy attire. I mean, I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. But he made his way down to the ring. You can see what he's wearing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we're trying to make him credible. I don't know if we're trying to make him cool. I don't think we've succeeded with any of those things. But Scrypts, or Reggie, was constantly like writing in the air. And as I said, I don't even know what he's meant to symbolize. Is he meant to look like a pen? Like, I don't know. That's a serious question. Like, I don't know what he's trying to represent. I don't know what he stands for. I've got a lot of questions about Scrypts. Namely, why is it Reggie? And he went on the top. He did like this move where he came jumping down on top of his opponent, pinned him. You can see, rolled him up, got the pin. I mean, that is such a wild ring gear. I must admit though, some of the actual moves he was doing, like the acrobatics, we all know he was genuinely in Cirque du Soleil. So he's very agile, incredible from that aspect. I mean, honestly, one of the best in the world. So some of the stuff, like you look at it, it's very impressive. It will play very well on social media. His actual striking, though, and his actual wrestling are obviously going to be lacking and are going to need some work. But he gets the pin. I don't know what that says. I feel like if there's a way of just enhancing the picture a little bit, you should be able to make that out. If someone's got like a sharper image than I do, or have got a way of like cleaning up the image, you might be able to read what that says. It could also get put on social media, of course. But basically, he left this and placed it on the body as he exited the ring. So a bit of a calling card by Scrypts. So there we go. The mystery has been revealed. I don't know how people are going to feel about it. I still don't know how I feel about it. But I do think his ring gear is pretty crazy. So let me know your thoughts on this. What do you think about Scrypts? Scrypts. We are back with NXT as well. The schism can be counted on, says Baby Rock. Baby Rock, da 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 da. Baby Rock, da 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 da. Baby Rock, da 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 da. Baby Rock. 30 Rock, da 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 da. 30 Rock, da. Right, schism. Just saying a few words. Where is Baby Rock going? Baby Rock outside the ring, having a little walk around. What's she looking for? She's chosen someone from the crowd. She says, you. Okay, she's chosen someone, some dude. You can do that when you're the Rock's daughter. You can basically go up to some guy and go, I want you. And he'll probably follow you, in all fairness. Ava has found someone. So this dude was just having a lovely time in the crowd. Now he's sat on in the ring. They're talking about Thanksgiving and traditions, new traditions. Tonight we're going to christen a new holiday. If I was that dude, I'd be like, can I go back to my seat? Because this is weird. You're weird. This whole thing's weird. I only came up here because the Rock's daughter took me by the end. What are they? I don't even know what they were chanting. The crowd were chanting something. Was it, we want Scrypts? We want Scrypts. We want Scrypts. Scripty Scrypts. I don't think the crowd are into this. I'm not into this. Is anyone into this? My brain can't even concentrate on what they're saying. I just don't care. I just don't care. I should care. I just don't care. Oh, look, he's going to get a hug off the Rock's daughter. Yeah! His one. His one. Well done. It was worth it. She's like scratching him and everything. Perv. I just want to thank you for your sacrifice. He gets picked up. This dude from the crowd put through the table. Oh my God. Can you believe it? Sacrifice. 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 Yeah! We sacrificed a dude. It's not. It's not much of a sacrifice, is it? Really? I mean, they didn't burn the body or anything. They just put him through a table. It's like PG sacrifice. PG face. PG face. PG face. I'd like a hug from Ava. He was winning, mate. He absolutely won. I've never seen you so discombobulated by a wrestling stream. Discombobulated. It's a nice word. Don't really know what it means. Trick Willie? She's got a Trick Willie cap on. Yeah! Trick Willie. Trick Willie. Trick Willie. Trick Willie. Big fan of Trick Willie. Mello is money. You can watch him take this L from the locker room. Okay, so we got Scrypts. Then we got Schism with their weird sacrifice. Now we've got Trick Willie. Jeez, it's all happening tonight on NXT. Trick Willie. So Wes is like, right. Carmelo don't need you. So that means I can have him without you. And so he's going to get an opportunity to go one-on-one. No outside interference. Bish, bash, bosh. Here is Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark making her way down to the ring. She is taking on Sol Ruka. She's taking on Veruca. Scrypts revealed. Right, let's just put this on Twitter, then we'll jump in the chat, see how excited people are at this Scrypts news. Wow. Taking wrestling by storm. Scrypts. A.K.A. Simpinold. I mean, in all fairness, is anyone surprised that Simpinold owns a mask like that? Because I'm not. I'm not surprised he owns a mask like that. I'd imagine he's got a few of those types of masks, the filthy animal. Commercial break. Reggie was Carmella's sommelier. Mackenzie is the best backstage interviewer. She acts like a normal person rather than a WWE robot. Reggie used to be a 24/7 champ, says Joe. Because his mask is one of the worst we've ever seen, it's pretty simple, says Kyle. Erasure Mind said, Mighty Morphin Reggie Ranger. Mighty Morphin Reggie Ranger. Where's hang on, Erasure Mind, hang on. That's very true on Mackenzie, says Jim. Alex said, Daze, Undertaker's Coffin DVD, limited to 21017 years ago, is going to be re-released and have a bonus 6th disc containing his matches from WrestleMania 30 to WrestleMania 36. Oh, thank you. All that excitement, thinking it was going to be great, and it was effing Reggie. What? What are you on about? Reggie's amazing. Scrypts is my favorite wrestler ever. Dare you. So good. So good. Did you see his piece of paper? That's cool. You tell me one of the wrestlers got a piece of paper. Can't do it. Because no one has. So he's original. He looks cool. You can have fun with him, but there's a line because he's cool. And that's about it. Yeah. Did you see how he walked on the barricade and never fell off? Not even once. Didn't even wobble, did he? He walked and he didn't, like, if I was doing it, I'd be like, oh. And I'd probably like, oh, hang on, ignore that, let me go again. And then I'd have to go back round and start again, and then I'd be like, I can do it, hang on, I mean, I'd be rubbish. Scrypts, no problem at all. I reckon he could have done laps. Blindfolded, that's how good he is. That's how I choose my favourite wrestlers. Can they walk on the barricades unaided? If no, joke. I bet Gunther couldn't do that. Do you know why? Because he's a loser. I call him loser. That's what I call him. Luther. That's what I do. You've heard me call him that all the time, Luther. Because he can't walk on the barricade like my favourite, like my spirit animal, Scrypts. My spirit animal. Scrypts is my spirit animal. Love Scrypts. So good. Reggie is WWE's version of Penta. Penta is Wish's version of Reggie, of Scrypts. Scrypts is everything Penta wishes he could be. If you was to add Phoenix, Penta, Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, Luchasaurus all together, you still wouldn't get Scrypts. Still wouldn't get Scrypts. I'm sorry that you can't see his brilliance. I'm sorry that the mask isn't just hiding his identity, but seemingly is hiding his very obvious skill to some of you. This is a Scrypts fan club now, yeah? Love that, man. It goes Mackenzie Mitchell, or whatever her name is. Thea Hale, Scrypts. Above Thea Hale. Big gap as well. Huge gap. Love him. Reg E. Langston. Scrypts should win all the golds. All the golds. And not even just the gold in wrestling. All the golds. We should have to send in our jewelry so that Scrypts can have even more gold. Scrypts is even better face than Britt Baker. Oh, yes. That's true. She's such a massive face. But Scrypts does. I think a lot of people are saying he's the greatest mass superstar of all time. A lot of people are saying that Rey Mysterio, El Santo, Blue Demon, they've all been chasing what Scrypts has, but they never quite got there. It's a big segment tonight. Where was you? Where was you when Scrypts made his debut? Where was you? You should go. If you've not got a diary, buy one. Buy a diary off Amazon right now. Wait for it to arrive. Don't even go to sleep because you might forget some details. As soon as it arrives, open it, find today's page, and write down all your thoughts, all your feelings about Scrypts' debut so that you never forget a single detail, because your kids, your grandkids, the grandkids of your grandkids, they are going to want every detail of where you was when Scrypts made his debut, because tonight, professional wrestling changed forever. That's what just happened, and I'm sorry that some of you can't see that. I'm sorry that his magical mask, which I can't work out what the flip it is hiding that fact from you, but big segment, big NXT. To the point where it's derailed this show for me now. I don't even care what's happening anymore. Don't give a flip. It's over. Show might as well have finished. How do you follow that? You can't. Forget about it. You think the third hour of Raw is hard to book. How do you book the hour after a Scrypts debut? You don't. What you do is you basically should put a picture up of him and just leave it there for an hour for us to all stare at. We should all stare at Scrypts and just dream about all the matches we're going to get from him in the future. All those Iron Man matches, those 2-hour-long Iron Man matches that are going to put Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels to shame. And we can all just think and reflect about how amazing it's going to be. So yeah, I'm into it. I'm into it. I'm on board. Sign me up. Here's Veruca. Veruca making her way down. Bron just wants to go fishing. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Just having a little chat whilst he's on the bayou. What I've heard is that he saw Scrypts backstage and he's done one. He's done one. Scared. Matt Riddle's sister. Good shout. Matt Riddle's sister. Sat Riddle. Right, we are underway with... I can't even bring myself to take the word Scrypts off screen, so I'm not going to bother. Right now, this is worse than Scrypts. That's how I'm going to measure segments, though. Right now, we have got something happening in the ring that's not as good as Scrypts, and that's all you're going to get from this channel now. Every match, every segment, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to tell you if it's better or worse than Scrypts. And spoiler, it's always going to be worse. So that's all this channel is now. Next up, we've got a segment with a couple of wrestlers, and it's not going to be as good as Scrypts. I might as well record it, play it on a loop, because that's what these streams are now. So we've got Ivy Nile. Not even her. I can't even think straight. It's not even Ivy Nile. She's not even in the ring. Do you know why? Because I don't even care what this match is. Because it's not Scrypts. Right. How long have we got of this non-Scrypts show left? 45 minutes. Pfft. Scrypts with a drop kick. Scrypts goes down. Scrypts on the outside. Scrypts grabs Scrypts by the hair. Put Scrypts in the ring. The Scrypts in the striped shirt is counting. Scrypts going for the cover. 1, 2. Scrypts kicks out. Tony Khan is going to get Scrypts to AEW. Scrypts is Usi. We want Scrypts. We want Scrypts. Scrypts looks familiar, says John. Yeah, it's your mom. Scrypts is better than Kenny Omega. Yeah. It's not odd. Everyone wants Scrypts. I love Scrypts. What time are you going live in the morning? Well, I need to go to the shops to get my Scrypts costume sorted so that I can stream all future streams dressed as Scrypts. So I need to do that. I don't know how long that'll take, so I really don't know where you're going to get that mask from. It's probably going to take some manufacturing time. So once I factor that in, probably be live next Thursday, something like that. But when I'm back, full on Scrypts. I won't talk. All I'll have is I'll have some bits of paper and I'll just chuck them at the camera and do this. Scrypts. Man, future streams are going to be so good. They're going to be so good. Reggie of Production said, Reggie 2.0, Ministry of Darkness, Fisherman, Flair 2.0. Hello. Shout out to you. Hope you're well. Scrypts is the only man that can defeat Roman Reigns. Oh my God, that is sick. That is sick. Yes, wrestle with Andy. Bucket, WrestleMania next year. We want The Rock. We want The Rock. We want The Rock. Screw The Rock. Forget The Rock. If you can't get The Rock, you make a new Rock. That's what you do. If you can't get The Rock, you make a new one. And that's exactly what we've done. Bring him in now. Get the crowd used to him. Get him up to the main roster during the Rumble. Wins the Rumble. Scrypts wins the Rumble. Scrypts wins the Rumble. That's it. Scrypts wins the Rumble. Goes to WrestleMania. Defeats Roman Reigns. Oh, I love it. Oh, I need that in my veins, man. Straight in my veins. Right. Scrypts has beaten Scrypts, and Scrypts has come down. Big moment. Big moment. Right, outside. What's going on in the background? What's happening in the background? What's that in the background? We've got Von Wagner. We've got Von Wagner. We've got Blade. We've got Inoue. You don't know about Success. It's in the background. It's like... Someone in like a sparkly catsuit. There's a big brawl. Von Wagner's destroying Malik Blades and Idris Enofe. Must have had them people in the background for some. Not the tank top! Oh, he's ripping the. Where's Scrypts? Where's Scrypts? Someone get Scrypts! Oh. Ah, here we go. Tag match. Von attacks Blade and Enofe. And the tank top gets ripped. It's the Hale! Ah. This show's gone to God mode, man. This show's gone to God mode. Thea Hale is here. Poor man Scrypts. That dude is shredded. Daniel says, did you see the back and forth between MJF and Paddy the Baddy on Twitter? It's random but hilarious. No, I didn't. I heard about it, but I haven't seen it. Right, we've gone to commercial break. I love that woman. I do love that woman. Chase Scrypts. Thea Hale. That Carlton sweater deserved better, said Smurfy Tunes. Even though it was a draw, I still enjoyed Mexico versus Poland, said Ricky. Daniel, it's all about Scrypts. Exposing said, Paddy is cringe. It's gone to Scrypts mode. Scrypts mode. Scrypts mode. Scrypts mode. Could you imagine if you do just join the stream and we're all going, Scrypts, oh man, Scrypts is here. And you haven't seen anything about Scrypts. Oh, Scrypts, man, yeah. If I still went to school, and honestly, I haven't been going to schools for about 3 months, but if I did still go to school, I would be going to the kids saying, like, Scrypts, you see NXT, oh, Scrypts. Gotta check it out, man. Oh, God, he's so good. Scrypts. Oh, I can't believe it. No, I never saw it. Was it good? Yeah. You got it. Oh, God, yeah. Scrypts. So Mania. Main event. Really? Yeah. Really? Scrypts. Scrypts. And then they get home and they just start crying. Days Dubai investors are on red alert to put a 10 million billion bid in for Scrypts. 10 million billion. Well, if anyone's got it, Dubai has it. Get him in, man. Get him over there. When's Paddy the Baddy fighting? Next Tuesday. No, he's fighting isn't he fighting UFC 282? I think it's on that card. I think it's on the next pay-per-view card, which is in December. Uncle Howdy was in the background. Jesus. Was he the one in the sparkly catsuit? Was that him? What if Scrypts is connected to Uncle Howdy? What if Scrypts is with Bray Wyatt? Oh my God, that would be so good. That would be so good. What if Scrypts is Bray Wyatt? Because we never saw Under the Mask. Wow. James, shout out to you. Mind blown. Wyatt 6 revealed. Or at least one of them. Bray Wyatt. Uncle Howdy. JoJo. Bo Dallas. Scrypts. Alexa Bliss. There we go. That's the 6. Revealed. Oh, Cole Gotch, Billy Robinson getting shout-outs. I train like they train. Oh, Dempsey's cool, man. I hit 5,000 free squats before breakfast. Your class is too soft. Dempsey's cool, man. Dempsey is so cool. Professional wrestling is a serious business. Great, really genuinely good vignette there by Dempsey. Here's Pretty Deadly. So, Chase You, what time is it? God, the show. I've really enjoyed this show, you know. I've really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It's been lots of little nuanced things on this show. Ivy Nile getting that, you know, little bit upset. That Dempsey video package, which was really cool. The Duke Hudson, like, you know, you're not really with them, are you? You're not really, like, one of them. Thea Hale has got she's got a Haler. She's ready to wallop Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly posing in the corners. That sign says pretty bad. Pretty bad. Got him. Pretty Deadly. Pretty bad. Is this the main event? This wouldn't be the main event, would it? I love Thea Hale. Look at her. Has anyone done anything with a toothbrush? Pretty bad. Look at the fish. Oh, why I oughta. Oh, why I oughta. She's ready to go, man. She is ready to go. I love that woman. Oh, God, I love that woman. She's like the female Scrypts. She's like Scrypts with boobs. And a megaphone thing. I can't believe they've not took that sign away. Pretty bad being held up in the background. I mean, honestly, how are they meant to concentrate? We are underway. Oh, she is livid. She is absolutely livid. Have you ever been so angry in your life? Have you ever got so worked up? Any point in your life where you've actually physically got to that point? Have you ever got... I don't think I've ever got to that point. I don't think I've... Rob Bass, shout out to you. Says, I've been a member for a couple of years. Thank you. Oh, look at that, Rob. You've got all these weird question marks on screen. How have you done that? How did you do that, Rob? That's cool. That's cool. It's like something Scrypts would do. It's like something Scrypts would do. Oh my God, Rob is Scrypts. Ah, that is sick. You're sick. That's a beautiful drop kick there by that one, whatever he's called. I don't know if he's pretty or deadly, but I think he's the pretty one. I don't know. I don't really have a favourite. Deadly is in. Against the ropes, shoulder tackle, both go down. Jumping over, Andre Chase, leg drop and a splash. Spoiling us. Rob is Scrypts. That was sick, wasn't it? Look, his name is Rob Bass, but when it came through, all question marks and everything. I thought flipping White Rabbit had arrived. Rob White Rabbit base. Rob Scrypts base. Wrestling is now officially scripted. Oh, well done. You've been scripted. Well done. Well done. Very good. I put my fist through a windshield, pulled a guy out the window, and screwed up my hand. I broke my hand. I tore my ligaments, and that still bothers me. You put your fist through a windshield, and you pulled a guy out of the window. I mean, Jilly, all I'm going to say is, if you are going to hit on someone, there are more subtle ways to go about it, you know? You can literally wait for him to pull up, go up to him and just be like, look, I noticed you. I think you're really cute. Here's my number. Call me maybe. Like something along those lines. I don't know how successful it is to go, Jilly smash! Get over here! Pulling him out the window. Will you go out with me? Will you? Like that. I think I love you. Blood's coming down his face. Arm and body ripped to shreds as he's pulled through a windscreen that's completely shattered. Will you be my husband? Ah, my eyes. I'm just saying there's better ways to go about it. Did it work, though? Did it work? Let us know. Please respond. Yes, anger. The guy was trying to humiliate me in front of girls. I was in my 20s and I made a dumb decision. Wow. I finish him. Monster kill. Yes. 1 Minute Wrestler said Scrypts is awesome. They should put him with Scrypts and do a Regal Excalibur bit. Oh. Hello, masked man, my little Smurfy crumpet. Yes, that would be nice. Odd scenario, but if the UK goes to war, will you continue to stream? No. I'd be on the front line, but I'm messing people up. I'd go full on Jilly on the front line. Daze smash! Get over here! Like that. Don't even care who it is. Might even be my own side. Friendly fire, guys. Friendly fire. Get over here! Sorry, I got carried away. Channeled my inner Scrypts. Scrypts is like Dexter Loomis because he has taken NXT hostage. I hate Cameron Grimes because of Scrypts. Don't know how they're connected, but yes, I agree. I feel like every wrestler follows Scrypts in real life, says Rob Bass. Scrypts is so good, every wrestler follows Scrypts. And that's undeniable. That's undeniable. Apart from the amateur wrestlers, but even some of them probably. But every professional wrestler follows Scrypts. That is true. That is true. That is true. Dave says that in reality, he'd be hiding under the sofa. Yeah, I mean, that is also true. Yes. I would still stream because, to be honest, I think I qualify as an essential worker. So I would go to war, but I'm needed here. I am a key part of communication. I'm a key part of keeping morale up. I work for the Ministry of Propaganda, and I would be here like saying things like, the war's going well. Oh, just got a message from the king. War's going well, lol. So there we go. That's good news. So keep your spirits up, everyone. Now here's a little bit of Doris Day. Here's a classic that we all know and love. Gonna hang out the washing on the Siegfried line, if the Siegfried line's still there. Gonna hang out the washing on the Siegfried line, if the Siegfried line's still there. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny days. Yeah, welcome to this week's episode of Sunny Daze. Hope everyone's doing well. Oh, another message from the king. War's going well, lol. So, yes. Seems our fighters are doing an excellent job. I'm needed for that. I can't go on the front line. Who's going to do that job if I'm not here? No one's going to be able to put together an all-encompassing entertainment show like I will. In all fairness, Scrypts could do it, couldn't he? Thinking about it, Scrypts is probably good enough to replace me. And it actually happened. I did get myself so angry that I did it. And I didn't even know I was going to do it. Oh, it's full circle. It is Bray Wyatt. It's full circle. Everything's come full circle. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Thea Hale's down. Thea Hale's down. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted by Thea Hale. She wants you to win those tag titles. I didn't see how it happened. I was too busy making a fist. No, it's absolute carnage at the moment. It's absolute carnage. Duke Hudson on the outside. We're still in this fight. We're still in this fight. Oh, he knocked into her. The pretty one. Oh, my God. The pretty one from Pretty Deadly did it. Oh, mess him up. Make him humble. Make him humble. Just when you think this Pretty Deadly can't get any more heelish. Here we go, Duke Hudson. Like a man possessed. Channeling his inner Scrypts. Boom. Deadly gets chucked onto Pretty. Chase gets chucked onto Pretty. Oh! Channeling his inner warrior. Thea Hale is down. Thea Hale is down. Thea Hale is down. She's back up, actually. Forearm. 1, 2. Double axe handle up by Pretty. On Hudson. Shots to the midsection. In between the ropes. Thea is screaming, come on the outside. In comes Andre Chase. Andre Chase goes down. Andre Chase is struggling. Chase, big shot. Oh, come on, Chase. Oh, no. Hudson accidentally kicks Andre Chase. Oh, dear. Into the ring steps goes Hudson. Pretty Deadly look like they're about to finish this off. Oh. No. No, she's screaming no. Oh, she shouldn't have witnessed that. Oh, the screams of no from Thea Hale are going to ring in my ears. I think this episode has provided so many moments that we will never forget. Never forget. Thea Hale screaming no. Awful. Awful. Pretty Deadly win. Pretty Deadly win. can't watch. Yeah. People have got heads in their hands. You okay? You okay? Thea's checking. Can you hear okay? Is your nose okay? Love this woman. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. She hates them. Right. Oh, God. I might drop out of Chase U, says Dark Angel. You want to join Team Scrypts? Come and join Team Scrypts. Duke, Kicks, Chase. Pretty. Chase U should be defunded and closed. Look, we're seeing these scenes. It's awful scenes. Seems like I'm not the only one that's got a problem with Indy Hartwell. Roxanne Perez, Indy Hartwell. That is next week. That is next week. Why does Roxanne Perez look like a clown? Why does she look like a clown? She's got two like lines going up here. Him. It's a t-shirt that says him. I'm him. Him's here. There is the champ. Oh yeah, forgot about Wes. Forgot about this match. That under camera needed to shift to the left a little bit. Exposing says, all hail the savior of NXT, Scrypts. Scrypts 316 said, I just broke your pen. What? Oh my God, could you imagine a Scrypts 316 shirt? Do you know, I do have an Austin 316 shirt lying around somewhere. I should scratch all the letters off and get Scrypts added instead. I can't be bothered. They should just make one. Why do I have to do all this work? I wonder when Ivy Nile will join Ronda and Shayna, because that should happen, said John. He is me and I am you. Indy versus Roxanne Perez next week. Why is Indy heel? Because she saw Scrypts and thought, I can't compete with that. They're going to love Scrypts. How are they going to have any love left for me? They won't. I can't win. That's what she said. That's what she said. Daze, will Ronaldo sign for new... I can't even talk. Can't even talk. Gutted. Gutted at what I've just seen with Chase U losing. It's derailed me. Let's try again. We can do this. I mean, I know all the characters involved here, and I know these words. They're not that challenging. Let's go again. Hey Daze, will Ronaldo sign for Newcastle in the winter after Man U just revealed he's a free agent after throwing his contract with them? Do you know what? I think it was the lack of grammar, to be honest, because if you look at that comment again, there's no commas in there, and it's just one long message. Do you know what I mean? Like, mentally, I'm having to read the words, but I'm having to inject the grammar as well. And at this stage of the stream, that's a big ask, Adam. That's a big ask. I mean, do I understand your question? Yeah. Yeah, we got there, but it was a fight. It was a fight. I don't know if you've heard, but I'm a big fan of Scrypts. And Scrypts is all about writing. He's all about language. He leaves little notes. I think some of us need to up our grammar game. That's what we need. We need to up our grammar. Now that Scrypts is around, you don't want to get on the wrong side of him with bad grammar. So, yeah, to answer your question, because I've decoded it using the Enigma, I don't think he goes to Newcastle. I don't think he fits their project. I think he is a big sign-in that they would be attracted by, but in all fairness, they could have gone out and got big names. They've got money. They could have gone out and got big names, but they've gone out and got sensible names. They went out and bought Dan Byrne. They went out and got Callum Wilson. They went out and got Kieran Trippier. They went out and got Bruno Gumieres or whatever his name is. Like, they went out and got these players. They didn't go out and get Mbappe and Messi. You know, they didn't go out and get those players. So, are they going to go and get Ronaldo? Nah. It's not part of their project. It's not part of their project. If they do that, I think that would be a real shame, to be honest. Because there are players they can get that will make them better. They don't need Ronaldo. They don't need him. They're doing well without him. And they need people that are going to work and fit in their system. So, if they feel that he will, and that he'll bring something, then yeah, do it. But no, they don't need him. And honestly, there's every chance that he'll just do an interview and break your heart. There's every chance he'll just go run into Piers Morgan and he'll just be like, do you know Newcastle? I don't really like them. And he'll just break your heart and he won't think twice about it. Because that's what he does. William says, tune in every Friday for a new episode of LA Nightmares with special guest Bray Wyatt. LA Nightmares. New this Friday. An all-new season. Right, we're backstage with Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro, but that's not her name anymore. Here is Nikita. I said a lot of things that I don't regret. I looked up to her and I admired her. We know you're a badass. If you need a third person next week against Toxic Attraction, then I'm your girl. Oh, well, they're just best friends now, aren't they? They're just best friends. Doesn't matter about all the things we've said before. It's just like at the end of a boxing match when they've said horrible things about each other's and each other's pets, and then they're just all friends. It's unbelievable. In all fairness, they're just following the scripts. Caden and Katana. Right, I am him. Is this new? I don't remember him. I don't remember this him stuff. Him 316. I am him. Corey said CM Punk is the final member of Bianca's War Games. It's going to have to be CM Punkina, isn't he? He's going to have to go. He's going to have to go a little female. He's going to have to female it up if he wants to get in there. Right, Sean next week. He's going to reveal the participants of this match. We've not got long here, have we? I never needed you. Oh. There's still got that microphone. No. It can't be Punk. It's Scrypts. Here comes Carmelo. Still not changing the thing. Not changing the words. CM Punk doesn't follow Scrypts. Scrypts is the fifth member. Says Penn's girl. What's Wes doing behind the Rock? The Rock's here? No way, the Rock! Wow! In all fairness, it was quite easy for her to get her dad, wasn't it? Dad, can you come down to NXT. I need you for Wes Lee's entrance. Wow. Wow. Wes Lee emerges from behind Dwayne Johnson. That is cool. That is so cool. That is so cool. You'd think he'd be busy with Black Adam. I can see Ronaldo going to Inter Miami. Big Sish. Small Pond, Big Sish. Big Sish. Big Sish. Big Sish. That's his nickname, isn't it? Big Sish. Cristiano, Big Sish, Ronaldo. Big Sish. It's a wrestler, isn't it? Isn't that a wrestler? It's a wrestler. Big Sish. I think that's what they were going to call a Moss. Before they settled on a Moss. Big Sish. Scrypts was behind GTV. Scrypts threw the pie at Kevin Owens. Scrypts. That's it. King Salman declared a public holiday in Saudi Arabia on Wednesday to mark the arrival of Scrypts. Yeah! I mean, in all fairness, I can't hear that. Because it's actually coming through headphones that I'm not wearing. So that must have been really annoying. That must have been really annoying. I can only imagine the number of people that have joined us dropped by about 77%. 77% left because of all that noise. Spear by Wes Lee. I think The Rock's gone, you know. I think he was only there for the entrance. Scrypts did it for The Rock. Nice kick coming in there by Wes Lee. If Roman is the head of the table, then Scrypts is all over the table. Yeah, he's doing crazy stuff as well, flipping everywhere. It's hard to focus. Right, this, guys, we do need to focus because this is Wes Lee against Carmelo Hayes for the North American Champion Scrypts. Nice strike there by Wes Lee. Scrypts ran over Austin. Scrypts going around with... It was quite quiet, was it? Well, we change that for the... We'll change that for the future. Scrypts will start dating Thea just to make NXT even weird. Oh, my God, imagine the babies. Thea Scrypts. Little Thea Scrypts. Little Scrypts Hales. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Imagine Thea Hale with her enthusiasm, but just wearing the same gear as Scrypts, being able to do all the flippy stuff. Oh, my God. How do we get them together? How do we do that? How do we make Nathan Frazier disappear? It needs to be a 10-step plan. We need Nathan Frazier to vanish. And then we can send a nice letter to Thea Hale saying sorry for your loss. And then we can send something to Scrypts saying meet me at this bar at this time. And then we send the same to Thea Hale and we get them together. And once they're together, it'll work out. No one can resist Thea. No one can resist Scrypts. They're basically like magnets. We just need to kill Nathan Frazier. Now, I know that's drastic. I know that's extreme. Hear me out. It's for the benefit of NXT. Scrypts kidnaps her and they fall in love. That's it. That's it. Why complicate things? Just do that. Just have a kidnapper. Boom. His finisher is called Flip the Scrypts. Is that the... It should be. Should be. So is Like Noam Dar a part of the Scrypts? Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's part of the Scrypts. Even Noam Dar. Nathan Frazier, you mean Duke Hudson? No. Duke Hudson was sort of hitting on Thea on the show, but we're not talking about the show. We're talking about real life. Yeah? We're talking real life. We're talking that Nathan Frazier in real life needs to vanish so that Scrypts can move in. Just saying. Just saying. I'll leave that with you. I probably need to be very clear that I'm joking, actually, just because I don't know who watches this. And in all fairness, I know some of you that watch this, and you are weird. You are weird. Some of you might be like, oh, he really wants me to do this. I don't. I don't. We're just having fun, aren't we? It's a Tuesday night, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's either this or we go off and play ping pong, and I've chosen this. So we're just passing the time. We're just having a bit of fun. Do you know what I mean? I don't want anyone to take this serious. I don't want to see that. I don't want to wake up tomorrow, right? Let me be clear. I do not want to wake up tomorrow and my phone's blown up and people are like, have you seen what's happened? And I'll be like, no, what's happened? And then it's like, someone watched your stream last night and oh my God. And I'll be like, and then all of a sudden I've got the police calling me, right? And then I've got to explain it all, right? And I mean, of course, my lawyer would be Scrypts, of course. So I'd get off. I'm not worried about that side of it. I'm not going to prison. Not when Scrypts is your lawyer. Like, I'm totally fine. But I'm just saying, I don't need the paperwork. That's the thing. Like, it'll probably get in the way of the streams. So, it was a joke. Let's move on from it. Yeah, it's ugly stuff. We'll distance ourselves from it. It never happened. Yeah, never happened. Scrypts is going to win the World Cup. Yes! Yes! There's a rumor that Scrypts plays for Saudi Arabia. There's a rumor that it's only Scrypts that plays for Saudi Arabia who beat Argentina 2-1 today. Right, we are getting close to what I like to call the end of the show. Overtime. That's where we are. Daze has lost his mind. There's been way too much World Cup. Listen, I'm just having to cover every angle. That's all I'm doing. Adam said, Daze, all FIFA World Cup matches in Qatar will be 100 minutes due to injury. We still haven't learned how to use grammar, have we, Adam? What's going on? Did you know how long this sentence is? I've got to breathe. I've got to breathe, Adam. I've got to breathe. You can't make me read a whole sentence without giving me... Do you know what a comma is? A comma is an instruction, a borderline demand that the reader takes a moment. You are giving me you are allowing me to breathe. By not using grammar, you are not giving me time to breathe. Yes, Adam, you are smothering me. You are smothering me. You might as well get a pillow and just put it over my face and just hold it there, right? Because that's exactly what you're doing to me right now. I cannot breathe. You are not giving me the freedom to breathe. It's just one long sentence, lots of words. It's really, this is hard. I know I make this look easy. But this is hard work. This is really challenging, yeah. When there's people that just, where's the breath? Where do I breathe? Where do I pause? How do I make this sentence work? Like, what is the sentence structure? Why do I have to decide it? Why is it not there for me? I'm trying to get back to it so that I can do my best, but I can't even get to it at the moment. Scrypts escaped Alcatraz. Here we go. Let me see if I can find... I don't even know if I can find it. Adam said, right. Daze. All FIFA World Cup matches in Qatar will be 100 minutes each. Due to injury, VAR teams... No, Oh, see, this is the problem. VAR teams wasting time. Ball getting kicked out of play. Yellow cards. In fact, there's a lot here. Red cards. And there should have been an and there. And fans on the fields. We got there. Yeah, sort your scripts out, says James. Sort your scripts out. It's only joking, by the way, Adam. That was another joke, Adam. Do you remember before about when I was saying like Nathan Fraser needs to go away and I was joking? That whole bit that we just did about the punctuation. It was another joke. It was, it was another joke. It was a second joke. I like to layer them in the stream. So if one of the jokes doesn't land, hopefully one of the later ones will. So just a bit of inside information for you, bud. Wes going for getting rolled up here by Carmelo. Should we enjoy the wrestling? There's no grammar in wrestling, fun fact. 1, 2. Oh, shoulder up by Wes Lee. Super close. Shoulder up. Go to bed. Oh, don't worry, I will. I'm out of here. So I can dream of scripts. Right, how long have we got? We've got around about 4 or 5 minutes left of the show because of the stupid overrun. Okay, Wes Lee over by the ropes. Carmelo coming over. Kick to the face of Carmelo. Carmelo tries for a double knees. Doesn't get it. Super kick there by Wes Lee. Carmelo goes down against the ropes. Goes for a knee strike. Jump over the top, double knees. Didn't really do anything, but Wes Lee kind of flops down like a fish at a disco. Carmelo going up top. Oh, Wes Lee moves out the way, charging over. Oh, look at that, double knees, and he pins him. 2. Oh, only gets a 2. Wes Lee gets a 2. 2 for Wes Lee. Kick out by Carmelo. NXT chant. The crowd are on their feet. Wes Lee against the ropes. That was nice. Kind of gambled over. Oh, here's Trick Willie. Trick Willie has come down. Trick Willie against the ropes goes Wes. Over the top. Oh, he lands on Trick Willie. Wow. He comes straight down on Trick Willie. Trick Willie down. Trick Willie down. Willie down. Willie down. Carmelo. Oh, man. Whoa, that was a sick punch. Boom. Beautiful uppercut by Wes Lee, but Carmelo hurls Wes Lee into the corner. Carmelo charging. Wes moves out the way, kicks him in the back of the head. That was sick. Backwards flip, and again. Oh, cracks him in the head. Where's this kid get this from? Picks him up. Driver! Driver 1, 2, 3. He gets it. Wes Lee retains. Carmelo. I'm him. Well, him lost. Him lost. Surely Willie can get up. Willie's down, man. Willie's down. Gonna have to pump him full of Blue Chew. SRS hinted that Gallows and Anderson are facing a current WWE team, WWE team, WWE team at Wrestle Kingdom. That would be big. That would be big. I mean, Trips has done a deal with, is it DDT? To let Nakamura wrestle. If the opportunity presented itself to get WWE on Wrestle Kingdom, gotta think, if he got that, if he lets someone go to Wrestle Kingdom, he's getting something in return. So if he lets them go there, someone's in the Rumble. I'm sure of it. Some gates have opened. What's happening? Oh man, look how great he looks! Damn, Dijak's here. Donovan Dijak has got Wes Lee on his shoulders. It's like some out of a film, man. Did that knee connect? It's like some out of a video game, isn't he? So Wes Lee won. My God. He looked good. It was a botch. What did he botch it? Oh, you had one job. It's a cool look, though. It's a cool look. Van Dijak picked him up. Did he? But he has him on his shoulders. Yeah. He kind of flips him down. Wes Lee stands on his feet, and then he goes, just like flips his knee towards him. Kind of puts his knee in that direction. It doesn't really connect. But I feel like I'll be doing you a disservice if I don't show you the picture. And do you know what? I ain't going to do that to you guys. You know me. I'm lovely. Like the flipping Easter bunny. Okay, let's have a look. So here is Donovan Dijak. Oh. Still loading. Hang on. Bear with. Talk about Scrypts for a second. What if Dominic appears in New Japan? Oh, he should. They would be desperate for him, to be honest. They would be desperate for him. I've heard that that's who Okada wants to face. Like, demanding that he faces. It's either Dominic or he's off. Forget it. He's out of there! Here's Dijak then. There he is. There's Donovan Dijak. Great new look. Great new look. That is sick. That is sick. Don't recognize him at first. But look at the fabric in the hair. Look at the mask. Look at the poise. Look at the step. Look at the grit. Look at the determination in the face. Do you know what? That looks to me like a fun executioner. That's what it looks like. It's like an executioner that's having like a fun day. Do you know what I mean? Put a bit of fabric in the hair, put a bit of colour. I mean, that could have been just black with like grey outline, but no. It's black with like bright orange and like the fabric in the hair and everything. Just, it's like, sometimes you just want to let your hair down, even if you are an executioner. You just want to and you kill people. You just want to have a fun day, don't you? And that's very much what Scrypts has done there. Scrypts. Well, there we go, guys. I would show you Donovan Dijak, but you don't deserve it. So there we go. And plus, would it be any better than Scrypts? No, it wouldn't. So that's it. We're moving on. Right, appreciate the support. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evenings. If you do create any Scrypts kind of fan mail, feel free to send it over. I keep being asked about getting a PO box. I will get one now. If you lot are going to start sending in a ton of like pictures of scripts and stuff, I will definitely get a PO box for that. I would definitely. If we did a weekly segment where I just showed off pictures that you lot had drawn and sent in of scripts, I promise you I will get a PO box for that, and we can just go through lots of different pictures. This is one from Adam. Adam is 43 years old, and he's used crayon, and this is Adam's picture of scripts. So really good, really good. We'll put that on the wall, Adam. We'll put it on the fridge. We'll put it on the fun fridge, Wrestling Daze's fun fridge. So Adam, as we said, 42 from Illinois. You've done a fantastic job. Try and stay in the lines, though, but you've done absolutely brilliant there, mate. Next up, look, we've got Kathy. Kathy is 57, and, she's used pencil. That's nice, and there's one of Scrypts as well. That's Scrypts on the beach. Scrypts on the beach. So, excellent job there by Kathy. So, I would definitely get a P.O. box for that. Defo. Right, I'm going to go now. Am I going to go to bed? No, I'm not. I'm going to make the review video, so make sure to check that out because I don't make it for my health. But appreciate the support as always, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.